Hi, welcome back to my channel World Through Veera. Last few months we have discussed on various topics. Just I wanted to summarize those points and put forward to you as a discussion point. So I wanted to have a detailed discussion today and recap on my previous points touched upon. Let us start with why we have to have a goals. Goals are different for different kind of people based on their needs. Who is starting from the scratch, it's a different ball game. Who is having already established things, our parents are well versed and they are going to get things from the parents. It's entirely a different kind of thing based on the situation, based on where we are starting and what phase we are there into it. But in general, everything will work out for the people if they look into it goal based, purpose of what and how they are going to do it. Let us see what we have discussed. We have talked about education front. We are not going to touch anything on the education front here. We are going to talk the starting of the career front, how one should look into it. Once you started working or business career or looking upon earning opportunities like investment strategies, how one should follow. Before saving or starting an investment, as we discussed, let everyone have a sufficient life insurance, that is term policy, and medical insurance, that is health insurance. Health insurance, take it good insurance policy, as we already talked, 50 to 1 crore rupees or 20 to 25 lakhs, and remaining will be a top up or super top up. Once you have these two things in place, you will be free for your future emergencies purposes, or anything happens to you, it won't be any issue. And as I suggested, a retirement is a major part people should look after. I suggested and I am suggesting again, start investing starting of your career itself. Whatever we have discussed, let us have a retirement strategy first in place. You should have a investment strategies, as we already discussed, BPF, NPS, insurance, some kind of annuities which are going to be given by insurance companies when you are going to be take annuities at the time of retirement or at the early stage of your retirement. You wanted to retire early in the life at age of 40 or 45 before actual retirement age. These are all will going to help you. And investment strategies, something will work out in a long way, something will work out in a short duration as per the goals, as we already discussed. I touch upon children education, your own education, marriage, children higher education, your own retirement. Your own retirement, always have a plan from the day one, like PF, NPS, PPF, like long term mutual funds, equities, real estate, gold investment. All this why I am suggesting, if you have a combination of liquid assets to retire or early retirement, liquid assets will always help you, and you can take only whatever you require, that much amount only from your liquid assets. Illiquid assets like house or it is a land, it is a very difficult for you to partially exit from that portion of requirement and take money. So that is where once you reach 40 years age, you consolidate your investment strategies. 40 to 60 years, it's a very critical age for the people who wants to retire early or retire rich. And retire rich means it is not that you are retiring rich but you are not having a money to spend. Retiring rich means you have an illiquid assets, multi crore worth of land or assets which are immovable. Those are not going to help you to have a consolidated and considerable amount of a pension kind of thing in every month. That's why most of the people, including me, suggest having a liquid assets like mutual funds, equities, a gold. This will help you to get a fixed income of post retirement. Whatever the money you are invested in NPS or insurance companies is going to give an annuity. That annuity you can take it as a fixed pension and regular intervals. These things will help you to overcome your future needs if you plan in advance. Starting career, your investment option should be long term and it is going to be beating the inflation. It is best of the options will be a mutual funds, equities. Most of the times people have a fear on the equities who are not comfortable in the equity market. They can opt alternatively for mutual funds. Mutual funds are definitely going to give you a better returns and going to beat inflation. Friends, I heard from somebody saying that PPF is not giving a better returns compared to the mutual funds or equities. Yes, I agree on that. PPF is not going to give you better returns, but it is going to give you a compounding effect. The amount which you are going to get in hand, principal, interest, in hand will be tax free. It is exempt what we are already discussed in the PPF earlier. NPS, it is not going to be worth investing from the 20s, but it is an opinion people think that. I differ here. NPS, you should invest from the day one, but it will be a minimum amount which is going to be a 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees, not more than that in a year. Going forward, at the age increases and your salary increases, keep increasing NPS investment, and at the from 40 age you start 10% of the deductions from your basic salary through employer contribution also. Why I am telling this is not going to have any income tax effect on you. Whatever the employer contribution straight away will be deducted from the salary before calculating the income tax itself. At the time of retirement at the age of 60, NPS amount 60% you can take back from the compounded amount, and remaining 40 you can invest in the annuities, or total amount also you can invest it, and there is no upper cap for investing in an NPS like PPF. You have a 1,50,000 per year. These are the things people should look into it and start having the plan in place while started working, and have a basket wise investment strategies for your retirement and your rest of the needs. And another main point I wanted to put it here, housing loans or any debt. Going for those debts or housing loan kind of things immediately after starting the career, it is not advisable, because debt is not going to work out positive towards your investment growth. The interest part on the debt part will take away considerable amount from your earnings, and it is going to create a stress in case any job loss or market conditions are not good. You may struggle to repay sometimes. In case you accumulate more money by investing without going into the debt at the early age, will help you to compound and have a better investment and better corpus. I suggest always go for a house kind of thing after you accumulate at least 40 to 50% of your down payment plus total 20% on your loan amount. You should have a money in your accounts the way of investments, not in the saving account. Friends, if people follow principally things, it will work out for everybody. It will not work out because they don't follow. They invest and they stop. They take back the money. I see people frequently shift the jobs. They regularly take back their PF amount from every employment. They change the job. It is not advisable. It's always better to transfer that amount to employer when you are moving your job. See, normally depends on the age we start working. 25 to 30 or 35 years maximum we will work. If you have a PPF or PPF after 15 years, it will give a maturity. You can extend every 5 years. PF, if you are transferring the money to every employer, to the new employer, that is going to accumulate and give a compounding interest. And PPF is having a 7.1% interest. PF is going to be decided by Government of India Finance Department every year. It's better than PPF. We are going to get 8 plus percentage of interest, and every year by 31st of March, the Government of India calculate the interest, and once interest rate is declared, they will deposit the interest, and it is going to be accumulated into principal. So after 30 years, you are going to have a good amount of money in PF if you are not going to take out when you are switching over the job. These are the basic important points people should follow. Once you retire, your paycheck stops as we discussed, but all this investment should give you a pension kind of things from insurance companies. Whatever the amount you are going to invest as annuity, you can take a fixed pension. Your NPS part, it will give you a thing, and from the PPF you can withdraw. And mutual funds, you have a very better opportunities to get a 15 to 16% CAGR return in a long run. These mutual funds, you can invest in a SIP method. When you want the money, you can take as a systematic withdrawal plan, SWP. And investment strategies, we talked about all this. Thank you. Signing off. World through Veera. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Good night. Good day.